Hey guys, welcome to a new movie. Today we're talking about a very fun, interesting, crazy movie featuring Ryan Reynolds called The Voices. If you don't know anything about this movie, it's about Ryan Reynolds and he talks to his pets and he kills people. If that's not a crazy ass movie, I don't know what is. So let's get into general thoughts first of the movie. I liked it. I've never seen this movie before. I've never even heard of it. I actually got this a couple weeks ago at I want to say Goodwill, right? Was it Goodwill? Where did I get this? I got this at the library. We're doing a book sale. And tons of books. So all kinds of stuff. They have a bunch of movies. And I found this bad boy in the bunch. So I was like, I have to pick this up. It's Ryan Reynolds. Why would I not pick up a Ryan Reynolds movie? I like Ryan Reynolds. But I've seen this movie. And now I never heard of this movie until I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is a Ryan Reynolds movie I've never heard of. And it looks dramatic. It looks more horror-y. And I like horror stuff. Is it like it? Good movie. I'd recommend it. If you don't like horror, then I might not recommend it for that. Because it does have blood and violence. It's not a movie for everybody. Definitely not. But it is. Cause I like weirder shit. I like weirder shit or crazy shit. And I like Ryan Reynolds. I don't like horror. There's a lot of things I like about this. So yeah, I like this. So let's jump into it. What's the movie about? So Ryan Reynolds' character, who is named Jerry, and he works at it says on the back, I'm pretty sure it was a bathtub factory, even though he really don't get that much. Works at a bathtub factory, and there's this girl there he likes. He has a psychiatrist who's helping him, because he has problems. You don't really notice that at first until we actually get to the psychiatrist part, or some other parts. Or when he starts talking to his pets, like I said to me, he talks to his pets. He's kind of talking, you're like, what the fuck? Is he crazy? Can he actually talk? Because in the realm of stuff, like a lot of people are like, oh, he's just imagining it, but he is. They're not actually talking, he's just imagining it. But, depending on the movie, they could actually be talking, so it's hard to say. At first I was like, okay, I'm assuming he's making them, like his mind is making them talk. You know, they're not actually talking, he's making them talk or whatever. You know, his mind is like saying like, hey, they're talking to me, and I'm like, he has a mental disorder and like stuff where he can hear people talking to him and voices and stuff. He's probably taking these medicines. He's supposed to stop the voices, and then he obviously meets the girl he likes. He's British, and then goes out, wants to go on a date with her. She stood him up kind of to go for karaoke, and then he drives her back home or whatever. And then obviously a deer hits the car, wrecks it. He kills the deer. She gets scared, runs off into the forest. Like, yeah, you just lit the deer's foot in front of her. And that's not crazy. He has a bunch of messed up stuff with him. Things you find out later about him. But he goes in the woods, accidentally kills the girl. And yeah, we're going to spoiler territory, so keep that in mind. Usually when I talk about movies, that's when I have to go into it a little bit, so I can get a little bit. And he kills the girl kind of by accident, because he trips and falls into her and a knife stabs into her. So definitely, a lot of the times he kills people. Some of the times, 2 of the times he kills people. He kills like a couple people, but 2 of the times were like accidents, so he didn't actually even do it really on purpose. But yeah, he's an interesting character to root for, like, not even say to root for, but like, do you think, it's weird, because I was always, throughout this movie, I was questioning, is he a good guy, is he a bad guy, do I feel for him, do I not, like, I think that's one of the things about this movie that I think is interesting, because you don't know, like, I can't really 100%, like, is he a bad guy, is he, like, a villain, the guy, like, oh, we shouldn't be rooting for him. He has a lot of problems, and I think that is the thing, where he has so many mental problems and stuff from his childhood, and stuff like the things with dad getting problems, and then his mom. The stuff with his mom, I was like, I can see how you have problems. But in the end, it's an interesting movie. It's great. Like I said, it's violent. It's definitely a R-rated movie, so keep that in mind. It's definitely not a kid's movie, but it's fun. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's very interesting. It has a funny moment. Especially I like the cat. It has like a Scottish almost accent or something. He has like a Scottish or I want to say it's a Scottish accent or something. He has like an accent like that. If it's not that, it's like Irish something, but like, you know, he has a very thick accent, like Irish accent. Irish like a Scottish, I think it's a Scottish accent, and some of the stuff he says is funny, and it's great. Love it. This is a fun movie. I like it. I give this actually a solid. I'm gonna get to the rating now. I'm gonna solid 8. Solid movie. I really enjoyed it. The Voices. Check it out. Ryan Reynolds. This is one I probably don't think of when you think of Ryan Reynolds. Which is probably not one you're gonna think of. I will now. So The Voices. It's gonna be up there. Probably still not up there with some of his other stuff like Deadpool 3, some of his other movies. I do think some of those are a little better. Like Deadpool's obviously, I think, better than this. But this is still, I think, an 8, deserving an 8. It's fun, interesting, something different. Enjoyed it. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys can always stay epic. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.